Tell us who Kaya is and where she sits in this story.
So Kaya is a young woman who grows up alone in the marshes of North Carolina, and she's on trial for murder of a young boy who lives in the town. And she sort of become this kind of mythical creature to the town people. They call her the Marsh Girl, and they're very fearful of her, and they don't really understand her. And really, she's just an isolated young woman who's just trying to survive.
Which I would imagine so you're not only speaking in a particular way, but your manner and the way you walk and the way you are around other people would be influenced by the fact that you have grown up on your own.
Totally, yes. And, Kaya, she learns a lot from the environment she lives amongst. So she, lives in this incredibly dangerous, sort of all-encompassing like marshland with these, beautiful birds flying around and alligators along the marsh banks. And, she has a lot to contend with and to, she has to survive through it. And so, it was really interesting to sort of play her then when she interacts with the people that she comes across, and also to really show the kind of ripple effect of kindness on a person's life. That she comes across Jumpin' and Mabel, and they really help her and Tate, and they have such a profound effect on who she becomes. And I think that was a really wonderful thing to sort of explore.
Yes, because on the one hand, isolation and loneliness, and physically the fact that you're walking everywhere with bare feet must affect the physicality of the way you play a character like that.
Totally, yeah. The bare feet aspect I really enjoyed, and also that she digs mussels and she lifts and she does all the heavy lifting, and she sort of she sort of rides a boat. I loved like learning the skills that Kaya needed to survive. So I did a little bit of boat training, and I really enjoyed that. Yeah.
And in the first 5 minutes, we see you diving straight into the water, which I'm imagining is full of alligators and nasty creatures that you're not used to having back here. That looked as though you were immersed immediately, physically, immediately.
Yes, literally as well, immersed in the water. Yeah, no, we that was really fun. The water was full of alligators, and so we had people on set who were like snake wranglers and experts who sort of made sure we were safe. But
just watching.
Well, there was one funny day where my friend Taylor, who played Tate in the film, who's a brilliant actor, and he had a scene where he was sort of just collecting samples in the water, and this humongous alligator swam past, and he was like, there's a huge alligator, and the guy was like, how big is it? And he was like, I don't know, it's underwater. And he went, I'm sure it's fine. And action. And Taylor was just like, okay, I'm sure it's fine. But, we did feel very safe. But yeah, I've never seen insects that large either, like cockroaches and big mosquitoes.
Are you cool with that?
I wouldn't say I'm cool with it. I'm not great with creepy crawlies, to be honest. But I don't mind alligators or snakes, from a distance.
That's something. Crawdad sold about 12 million copies. At what stage did you read? Had you read it before you heard that they wanted to make the movie?
Well, I read it actually when I was auditioning for the part. So I read it really with the view of playing Kaya. But my mum had read it the year before, and so when I told her I'd got it through as an audition, she was like, "I read that book, and I did think you could be a good Kaya." And I was like, "Why didn't you say?" But so she'd read it, and it was very similar to my experience of. The other sort of book adaptation I did, Normal People, I read that book as well, auditioning to play that part. And actually my friend Bio self-taped both for Connell and Normal People.
This is when you were filming War of the Worlds.
Yes, yeah. And same with when I auditioned for...
You must have got fed up with doing your auditions.
I know. Poor Bio, he's my lucky charm, really, it would seem, because he played Tate and Chase as well in my Crawdads audition. So yeah, I owe him a lot, actually.